Our good friend Lizzie Graham.
Backed up by Blumenthal.
Of course. Yeah, the Vietnam War false valor guy. That was Blumenthal, right?
I don't know.
He lied about being in Vietnam?
I don't know.
I'll look it up afterwards. I'm pretty sure that was the whole thing.
Uh-oh.
Senator Blumenthal lied about his service.
No.
PolitiFact. Mostly true, they say.
Oh, no.
Yeah, this was like a while back, too. Donald Trump stated on October 2nd, 2018, in a rally in South Haven, Mississippi, Senator Blumenthal lied about his service in Vietnam. And even PolitiFact is saying mostly true to this one. Donald Trump said that. Yep. Senator Blumenthal brought Christy Blasey Ford to tears when he praised her courage at coming forward for her. 30 years ago at the rally. So the president went from descriptive ads forward. This guy lied about his service. Trump went on to,
shit.
Yes. Election revelation. As Blumenthal was running for U.S. Senate in 2010, the New York Times reported that a couple of occasions he had talked inaccurately about his Vietnam years. Blumenthal enlisted in the Marine Corps Reserve in 1970. Until then, 5 deferments had kept him out of the war. Getting a coveted slot in the reserve reduced the chance of battlefield deployment. Blumenthal went through basic training and served 6 years in the Washington, D.C. area and Connecticut. As Connecticut Attorney General, Blumenthal regularly attended Memorial Day parades and other events that recognized soldiers and veterans. The New York Times wrote May 17, 2010, that in 2003, Blumenthal had spoken at a rally supporting troops overseas. The newspaper reported that Blumenthal said, "When we returned, we saw nothing like this." That was a comparison with soldiers who came back from Vietnam. Blumenthal reported a similar line in 2007 Memorial Day parade in Milford, Connecticut, and at a 2008 ceremony for veterans and senior citizens. Blumenthal, "We have learned something important since the days I served in Vietnam."
Why are you doing that? Why do people do that?
He's a piece of shit, man. That's why.
No, keep going. I want to hear what he actually said.
At the same event, he first served, he said, during the Vietnam era. It was later in his remarks that he spoke of actually being there. So at 3 public events, Blumenthal clearly placed himself in Vietnam, but at other times, his word reflected his actual resume. During a televised candidate forum, March 1st, 2010, 2 months before the New York Times article, Blumenthal distinguished between serving during and in the war. Although I did not serve in Vietnam, I have seen firsthand the effects of military action. He said, over the years, newspapers described his military service in different ways. In 2003, the Connecticut Post referred to Blumenthal as a former Marine sergeant who served in Vietnam. The paper repeated that in 2008 article, but in 2009 called him a Marine sergeant during the Vietnam era.
Why?
Why
would you do that?
He just kind of drops these little words to insinuate that he was there, but never fully like doing that. And then the media runs with it. And then you know how the media works. They report on each other's reporting, blah, blah, blah. And then next thing you know, they're reporting that he was in Vietnam when he said that a couple times at these rallies when really he served during the Vietnam era.
Come on, man.
So, yeah, it's a whole, but even it tells you right there, even though our ruling, Trump said Blumenthal lied about serving Vietnam on at least 3 occasions. Blumenthal did say things that placed him actually in Vietnam. At other times, he was more careful, saying he served during the war. And while running for senator, he specifically said he had not served in Vietnam. But at the end of the day, Blumenthal agreed that he had misspoken. We rate this claim mostly true. So yeah, false valor, baby.
Come on, man.
You gotta love it. Welcome to Connecticut. Hey everybody, Colin here from Salt the Streets. Thank you for watching today's edition of Salty Shorts. If you liked what you saw, please be sure to check out the full episode right here on the Salt of the Streets YouTube channel. Please give us a like, comment, subscribe, and be sure to share this with all your friends. And you too can become a spreader of the message of liberty. Thanks. Welcome to the Salt of the Streets.